Welcome back, Focus Learners. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for another explainer. Today, we're setting the stage to uncover the strategic margins of the Indianapolis Colts 2026 roster. We're looking beyond the glaring spotlight and focusing entirely on the strategic depth that really makes a championship caliber team tick.
Okay, let's dive into this because, well, this is where the game of football gets truly fascinating. Everyone knows the star quarterback, the flashy wide receivers, and the relentless edge rushers. But modern NFL success relies heavily on the unsung heroes. We're talking about the guys who might not have their jerseys flying off the racks, but who absolutely dictate the outcome of a Sunday through field position, disguised coverages, and pure reliability. The third phase of the game is oftentimes forgotten by casual fans, but never by the coaches, trying to win in the margins. Actually, these specific units we'll be looking at combine to rank as the 23rd most important factor for the entire 2026 season. So let's jump straight into Section 1, the unsung heroes, special teams, and safeties.
Moving right along to Section 2, a legitimate kicking battle.
First up, we've got Spencer Schrader. This guy is a Westfield, Indiana native, a 2024 undrafted free agent who completely burst onto the scene in 2025 after taking over for Matt Gay. Then, on the flip side, you have Blake Group. Now, Group started his career with 2 really strong years for the New Orleans Saints, but he hit a slump. His field goal percentage dropped to a league-worst 69.7%, and he was ultimately released. But he found redemption right here in Indianapolis. So now, these two are locked in a high-stakes tale of the tape in training camp, vying for one crucial, high-pressure job.
To put into perspective just how tight this race is, we have to look at how Schrader started his 2025 campaign. He was named AFC Special Teams Player of the Month. He was leading the entire league with 51 points. He hit 13 of 14 field goals and nailed all 12 of his extra points. It was incredible. But his rapid rise was abruptly cut short in Week 5 against the Raiders when a defender hit him and he ended up tearing both his ACL and MCL on a routine extra point attempt. Just brutal.
And this brilliantly illustrates that classic next man up mentality of the NFL. After Michael Badgley struggled with some easy kicks in Schrader's absence, the Colts brought in Blake Group. And honestly, Group was flawless down the stretch. He hit a perfect 11 for 11 on his field goal attempts, which included a massive 60-yarder, by the way, and was 10 for 10 on extra points. Both of these guys have totally proven they can be the guy, making this one of the absolute most intense battles of the whole summer. All right, on to Section 3, Special Teams Anchors, Veteran Reliability.
Shifting gears from the kicking battle, we really have to look at the established veterans who give special teams coordinator Brian Mason absolute peace of mind every single week. We are talking about the incredibly dependable duo of punter Rigoberto Sanchez and multi-time all-pro long snapper Luke Rhodes. I mean, Rhodes is the literal definition of an unsung hero. Fun fact, he even has 18 career tackles on punts. And Sanchez has been the model of consistency since taking over the job way back in 2017. Together, they are the vital engine running the special teams operation. Now check out this wild stat for Sanchez. The Colts offense was humming so efficiently in 2025 that he didn't even punt until Week 1 against the Titans, and he only punted 44 times all year. But when he was called upon, he absolutely delivered. He tied for third best in the entire NFL by downing an incredible 50% of his punts inside the opponent's 20-yard line. That right there is exactly how you win the field position battle.
Rounding out the special teams unit, we have a rapid-fire return game competition. You have the veterans Anthony Gould and Josh Downs, who bring great proven experience to the table. But keep your eyes glued to 7th-round rookie Deion Burks. He is fighting a serious uphill battle just to make the active roster. But if he does, it will likely be because his explosive speed just outright won him this starting return job.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 4, revamping the safety room, Anarumo's defense.
Defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo is entering his 2nd year with the Colts, and his defensive backfield has a completely new, evolving look. To really understand the secondary's evolution, let's look at the transition from Nick Cross to Cam Bynum. Cross was a fantastic run-stuffing tackler, no doubt, but he struggled a bit in coverage, posting a very uninspiring 2% forced incompletion rate. Contrast that with Bynum, who signed a massive 4-year, $60 million deal in 2025. He immediately became the vocal team captain and led the team with a career-high 4 interceptions. A real game changer.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer versatility of the rookie stepping up to replace Cross. We're talking about A.J. Halsey. Just look at his collegiate snap distribution. over 1,300 snaps at free safety, over 1,000 down in the box, and nearly 400 in the slot. When you combine that insane experience with his 162 tackles and 8 interceptions over his final 2 college seasons, it totally clicks why Halsey is the ultimate chess piece for this defensive backfield.
But Halsey won't be doing it alone. The Colts have built fantastic depth here with Hunter Voller and Juanye Thomas. Voller is currently returning from a Lisfranc injury that derailed a promising rookie year, and he provides a ferocious run-stuffing box option. Meanwhile, Thomas is your classic low-risk, high-reward veteran who offers great free-ranging ability. Having this depth breeds fierce training camp competition and allows for highly complex defensive schemes.
All right, bringing us to Section 5, Anarumo's defensive master plan.
So how exactly does Lou Anarumo intend to deploy all of these versatile, hard-hitting chess pieces? His philosophy is brilliant, and he summed it up perfectly here. We're moving guys around, we're job-swapping a whole bunch of different techniques, so we try to throw off their indicators on man and zone. By having players who can seamlessly swap jobs post-snap, he completely throws off the pre-snap reads of opposing quarterbacks. It's organized chaos for the offense.
So the crucial point is how this translates to the field, specifically through the big nickel package. The big nickel uses a strong, versatile third safety instead of a traditional linebacker. This allows the defense to dramatically improve its pass coverage against 3 receiver sets without getting bullied in the run game. It's really the best of both worlds.
And this is exactly where those rotational chess pieces become absolute stars. A.J. Halsey, with his stout 215-pound frame, and the physical Hunter Voller are tailor-made for this big nickel role. They are big enough to step up and stop the run, yet agile enough to drop back or cover a slot receiver. It gives Anarumo the flexibility to execute his multiple defense with total confidence. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this thought to chew on. We spend so much time talking about the marquee players, but are these under-the-radar units? You know, the kickers battling for perfection, the special teams anchors flipping field position, and the versatile safeties job-swapping in the big nickel? Are they the true X factors for a deep 2026 playoff run? Keep your eyes on these hidden chess pieces as the season unfolds, because they just might be the ones dictating the final score on Sundays. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.